share my complaint with you today in regards to yesterday and my concern of what happened and how it's going to proceed to be handled from this moment on.
Okay.
My name is Kimberly, and I was driving down 110 yesterday afternoon, and when I was going down 110, I was sideswiped by a black truck, and on the other side of me, I had a little black car. I don't know any of the people in this area or that area, and there would be no other reason other than the fact that I have a husband that has been reported many times over and case numbers for harassment, terrorizing, stalking, and he's related to police by sexual affairs, as well as he works for the government, employed by, and that's a fact. Now, when I tell you this, I have many filed lawsuits, currently filed, against the state of New Hampshire, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Portsmouth Police Department, and many others involved. As a result, I have all reason to believe that this was probably a setup. And when I tell you that, and I get asked by an officer, which I was asked yesterday, why I didn't stop and call the police, it's because you people aren't to be trusted. None of you. Obvious in the news and my court filings. Now, when I say that, I don't care. I don't trust any of you. Not one single one of you. And I have no reason to. But I was very cordial to him. And I tried to explain to him that I was bumped off the road by somebody or into a lane. I don't even know what happened. I don't know the person. I described it, and he treated it like it was nothing, that I had done something wrong, and said to me, why didn't I call the police? Well, I just explained to you. I went and did what I knew to do, which was get to a safe area. And where I was, what was happening to me, I wasn't safe. So instead of listening to me and taking my statement, he proceeded with checking me for maybe perhaps being under the influence of alcohol. I don't drink. So I was defamed by that, and I told him I don't drink. I haven't since 2011, not a drop. So when I hear that, I take it to heart. And I was still cordial to him. He seemed very surprised that I passed his little finger test. He also refused to allow me to put the window up. You know how cold it was yesterday, February 7th, 2025, at approximately 3 p.m.? Do you know how cold it was?
Not exactly. Yeah, it was pretty cold.
It was pretty cold. Thank you. Your officer refused to allow me to put my window up and cover up with a blanket when I had just a thin work jacket on, and I have a pacemaker and Lyme's disease, and I made him aware of that. When I had a blanket that I was sitting on because I have leather seats, I was just trying to inch that out from underneath me, and he was threatening me about it and refused to allow me to do it. And he proceeded to say, well, I'm standing out here. I don't care that he was standing out there or not. He was stupid to be standing out there. Okay? So with that being said, he had no business stating that to me. And I'm not going to be very happy until this is settled. Now, amongst that, he made many accusations. He made my only witness go back to his vehicle, forced him to go back to his vehicle, demanded that he did. That's not accurate. That shouldn't have happened. I had a witness, and my witness had a right to be there and hear and see what was happening to me and against me. This officer...
Well, for officer safety, man, we do tell people to get back to the vehicle. People aren't allowed to just walk around the traffic stop.
He wasn't walking around the property. He could have been standing outside his vehicle, but he had the right to hear and listen as well as I have the right to a witness. And I understand where you're coming from, and thank you for speaking up about that, but the fact is I have the right to a witness. So along with that...
Ma'am, if I told you that a third-party witness identified you as being in a hit-run accident, leaving the scene, what would you say?
That's irrelevant to what happened. And I don't have to answer that question. What I have to tell to you is that I was bumped.
Call the police.
I was bumped. Listen to me. You listen to me. Because no, we're not going to do this, okay? Because I've got you on audio record such as I'm on record on your end. Now, with that being said, do not try to tort me, okay? Because I can hire a high-profile attorney that will close you down. Do you understand me? With that being said, I'm going to conclude my call, and I'm going to share this to YouTube, and then I'm going to share it with Boston Federal Court. It will be filed tomorrow. And if you don't believe it, you look up Crosson versus the Federal Bureau of Investigation, filed January 2nd, 2025. Fuck you, resign would be my suggestion. You're not going to try to tell me anything about what you were fucking told, especially by any kind of scumbag that ran me off the road. Do you hear me loud and fucking clear, Amesbury? Thank you very much. Have a great day.